All right. Good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the New York live session. It is 8 a.m. Eastern now. Uh, the cough is. I'm feeling a bit better now. It's settling down. I can speak continuously. Minor problems. That's not a big issue. Uh, so let's get started off. Last time when we were here in the UK live, we discussed the case studies or the wave counts or potential wave counts for Bitcoin. Uh, and in this session, let's touch base again with the Euro USD and the dollar index. Just to remind once again, I will be only taking the current sessions two and increasing one more for the educational case studies purpose in the Indian segment. Very soon, so watch out for the notification uh, on the existing telegrams. That is Japee, and we'll be doing three educational sessions. I would put it in that manner, since the trade calls, the live trade calls have been isolated. And those who are interested may visit the webpage hertzjapee.business.site and subscribe. All right, so let's get started. The primary intention is to convert this channel absolutely for the educational purpose as well. If you're sincerely attending these, believe it or not, you're going to get immense exposure and knowledge, uh, and a lot of practice as well, because that's what I'm also getting the same. So let's count five. It's probably done. It's about counting fives and then counting threes actually. So that's the extended wave 3. If you would like to see the sub waves, uh, A, B, and C for the euro. I'm going to take different time zones starting from the time frame. Sorry. Uh, Normally we'll start with the daily chart and then we'll end up with an hourly or a 4-hourly chart. Waves 1, 2, quite unusual, but the extended wave within the third wave though was the fifth wave. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That brings us to wave 3 of the high degree, and then a double zigzag A, B, and C, 5, 3, 5. Single zigzag, sorry, not a double one. Wave 4, the big question, as it has been for a while now. I'm going to give a good. We have been giving good benefit of doubts to bears actually. I would continue to do so. That is wave 3. It could be wave 4. I'm going to put a question mark though with that fifth wave. A lot of cough. Fifth wave is either complete or it's going to go one more time towards the 2650 mark. So conservatively, one simple statement if we need to put out for the Euro USD is to watch out for opportunities to sell on rallies. All right, we've opened our account, trading account. Uh, since yesterday, the report card is now 680 points and 7,000 points in the Bitcoin. All right, that 680 is pretty less. We just started from 600, uh, where we left on 26th of January. So let's go back on the smaller time frames and touch base with where exactly the wave count is. But looks like we are very close, in fact, very close to a major top formation. Whether you're whether or not you're interested in the intraday, but at least for the positional or a long-term trading perspective view, Euro USD is very near for a major top, and the next subsequent drop should be ideally three waves down. Now, for those, I know there are new family members being joined, and I'm expecting a lot, sorry, a lot more to join in the next few days. There's a lot many students pursuing their MBAs in the colleges here. They are being forwarded, and I expect most of them to join and subscribe our family. Okay, so we are going to be a very big one very soon. This is what is the model that we are working on. One, two, three, four. We are here. Most probably we are here. We are done, or we are very close to be done. And next, what we should be witnessing is a drop there. So we are here right now. We are just about in this wave, and then we've got three major waves to be capitalized. This is an opportunity, and I think it's not less than 2000 pips. All right. So that sums up the daily chart case study for the euro. And let's go back on the 4 hour chart. I was seeing something interesting here just before coming online. We all know we've done this plotting on the daily chart, so I'm not worried about that. What we are more concerned, or okay, let's go back on the hourly chart. That is where the action lies. Wave one, or I would say or A, because we still don't know what is going to unfold like. I mean, it is a 3-3, so next possibility lies as a 5, but still giving a benefit of doubt. Let's put some alternate counts as well. This could be one of three, and the subsequent rally today, what we have seen, could be 2 of 3. If we look at the Fibonacci ratios here, I think it's also touching up the 618, the 61.8% of the recent boundary up there. Yes. So quite a bit of high probability for for the first wave and the second wave. Is the third wave expected to be on its way lower? That stays very high for now. All right, so that sums up the selling on rallies trade strategy. And again, what we could witness, I don't know whether the os- sorry, oscillators are still favoring what is wrong. If you look at the MACD, okay, the RSI is fine. It has already produced a bearish divergence, what we've discussed yesterday as well, and last week as well. All right, that bearish divergence still prevails. So the one simple phrase for Euro USD is to sell on rallies. Be prepared to sell on rallies. All right. Let's move on to the dollar index now. Okay. The similar, or I would say interesting wave count in the dollar index, but on the opposite side is that we might have already done 5 waves, and we have been contemplating this scenario since long, and I know it's taken us out badly many a times during the past few weeks, which is absolutely a probable case when you're trading. But we don't stop what we normally are meant to do, and that is to analyze properly. Reevaluation is always on cards. So after that low, was printed around the 88.40 mark, it won't be completely wrong if we put a, okay, let's say company with the question mark. Now it cannot be completely wrong if we are anticipating that a meaningful bottom is in place. Okay, that's not a guarantee of a meaningful bottom which could be in place. It's a high probability though. What do we need to go closer to the confirmation is that a break above 90-91 mark. That's the first resistance. In fact, 95 would be an excellent resistance if taken out. Confirms, it always confirms in a major May that bulls are back in control and very strongly actually. All right, the resistance trend line now. Changes the voice modulation altogether, that cuff, and the depth of your voice also gets changed. Okay, so 94.31 is the Fibonacci 38.2 retracement. It is quite near to the resistance that we're talking about, 95. That should be the first soft target for bulls to to take out in the next few weeks. I repeat, in the next few weeks, right? It's going to build up slowly with all these smaller time frames working in tandem with each other, getting prices higher. And this is what is expected. So a simple statement or a strategy, if you would like to define for the dollar index, it could be keep looking for opportunities to buy on dips. I repeat, sir. See, for me, it is not important not to disclose the trades and this and that over here in the live sessions. Why? Because I've monetized the trade calls. That the quite a few reasons for that. All right. So, but as I promised, these live sessions is my passion. It's going to continue. It's going to remain like this forever. Whenever and whenever you feel the need that you'd want to subscribe to the trade calls, you're most welcome. I I know that there is a lot of skepticism for that because, but that's okay, all right. But I'm not going to stop talking or discussing what I used to do earlier on. So, all right, the only thing that is being focused is 100% educational purpose right now. That's it. If you learn go a bit deeper, absolutely you're going to find out everything that you want. All right. So buying on dips should be the normal opportunities or the safe trading opportunities still in the dollar index, and that is accompanied by the oscillators as well, both the MACDs and the RSIs. The RSI is now 26. Obviously, there's no crossover in the MACD, and that's why we are using the word buying on dips. We are. It's not a confirmed guarantee that the meaningful bottom has been formed, but there's a great probability that it has formed last week. All right, but there needs to be quite a few more signs on the hourlies and the 4 hourlies to confirm that we are out of the woods. The dollar index is out of the woods from the bear side. In general, keep a watch closely on lower levels to buy on dips in the dollar index. All right. Okay, let's move on to the third unit. We still have time, and that is a CFD and the Dow Jones. We have touched base with the daily charts quite a number of times now. Okay, quite a number of times now. If you want to see what differences it can make, let's find out on the weekly chart, please. And don't forget, brothers and sisters, it's 30th of January. We are still one more day or one trading day to go tomorrow. That brings us to the end of January series. And always remember, major highs and lows are scheduled to form just around these dates. Now, if I were to plot this as wave 4, it won't be wrong. Okay, and sorry, wave 4 here at a larger degree. And then begins the story of the fifth wave. Waves 1, 2, and then 1 of 3, sorry, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, I think I'm doing the right steps. 4 of 3 and 5 of 3. Could be the third wave. Very shallow wave 4, if at all it is. Let me go once again. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe slight change. 3, wave 4 here, and wave 5. If the fifth wave is an extended affair, probably we are not even, we are just terminating the wave 3 actually. So it's either going to be a third wave termination point. I'm going to redo it after this session is over, but it's either going to be a third wave termination, an extended third wave, which could bring us down to wave 4. Let's measure it. Towards 23,000, that could be wave 4 and then finally wave 5. So it's it's either going to be 5 waves complete or it is just the third wave. All right. And that I don't fear actually making mistakes here. It's a live session and anybody can commit mistakes here. I'm going to redo the Dow Jones. Meanwhile, you can also send in your evaluation if you are doing it, or it could be any instruments where you think that we need to discuss, or it could be Dow, it could be Nifty, it could be any currency pair. Maybe you can send in a comment on through the YouTube, or you can write an email to me at Japee@yahoo.com. And everything that I'm now pursuing has been updated here to the web page I've made. Nothing that I was knowing before it all started, with the grace of God. Now everything is almost ready. All right. So the one new thing that we'll be launching very soon, on the grace of God, will be one more session that will be from 8 a.m. Indian Standard to 8:30 a.m. Indian Standard, where we will discuss Nifty and the 4 currency pairs. But as I said, SEBI registration is required for the advisories and stuff like that. It will be purely based on wave counts and nothing should be made out of it as a trading advice or something like that. All right, we will be purely doing it on an educational base and doing some practicing wave counts on the Nifty charts and the 4 currency derivative segments. All right, watch out for the notification on your telegrams, Harsh Japee, and also I'll make necessary changes on the YouTube. All right. So let's bring this session, brothers and sisters, to a pause here, and I'll be back again usual time, UK session 2:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, and if there is any change or the addition of one more session for the Indian segment, watch out for your telegrams and the YouTube changes as well. All right, and if you're still not subscribed, please do so, and thank you once again for being a part of this initiative, being a part of this family, and helping me spread the word, liking the videos as well. Thank you so much. God bless.